Good morning, class. Welcome back to online biology classes. As we are on chapter 2, the flower, the topic for today is agents of pollination. What are agents? What does the word agent means? It means the sources which help in a particular process. So, in the process of pollination, also there are some agents which help in that process. Since plant cannot transfer pollen grain on their own, they need help of some other organism or natural element for it. As we know that plant cannot move from one place to another, they are not mobile, they need help of some other organism or natural element to transfer the pollen grain from anther to the stigma of the flower, and that is the main process in pollination. Without the transfer of anther, without the transfer of pollen grain, there will be no pollination occurring. So, what are the agents which help in the process of pollination? Wind, water, insect, bird, and some animals. They are the agents which help in the process of pollination, which help the pollen grain from anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower to get transferred, and therefore they are called as agents of pollination. Now we will study all the agents of pollination one by one. First is pollination by wind. The flowers of grasses such as rice, maize, etc. are pollinated by wind. The wind pollinated flowers shows the following characteristics. What are the characteristics of the flowers which get pollinated by the wind? The first is those flowers, their pollen grain are very light. They are very light weighted and dry, so that they can easily be blown away by the wind. If you look at the picture, you can see that the pollen grain, as the wind is blowing, the pollen grain are getting detached from the flower and they are getting blown away with the wind. So the pollen grain are very light and dry. If they will be heavy, what will happen? Will the wind will it be able to take away the pollen grain from one place to another? No. If they will be heavy, it won't be possible. So that is why they are light and dry, so that easily the wind can carry the pollen grain with it. Second characteristic is the pollen grains are produced in a large quantity. Since large number of them do not reach the stigma of another flower. So why these flowers produced pollen grain in a very large amount? Because to increase the chances of pollen grain to reach the another flower. As we know, they are very light and dry, so they can get dispersed in the air anywhere. So they produce pollen grain in a very large amount, so that at least 1 or 2 or 3 pollen grain may reach the another flower. Third, the style projects out and has large feathery stigma, so that the pollen in the wind can be easily received. So the female flower which is ready, which is waiting to trap the pollen grain, the female flower is having a large style which is projecting out of the flower, so that easily as the pollen grain comes near the flower, the female flower, the stigma, which is very sticky also, easily, or sticky and feathery, easily the pollen grain can get attached on the female flower. So these are some features of the flower which are pollinated by the wind. Pollination by insects. Now, insects also help in the process of pollination. Insects such as bees and butterfly, they visit the flower to collect nectar. As we know that honeybee produces honey with the nectar of the flower. So in this process, when the bee goes and sit on a flower, what happens? The pollen grain gets stuck on the body of the bee, and then as the bee goes on the next flower, the pollen grain get transferred from the previous flower to the next flower. In this process, pollen grain gets stuck to their body parts. When they visit another flower, the pollen grain get transferred to another flower. Now, flowers pollinated by insects shows the following characteristics. What are the features of the flowers now? The petals are brightly colored to attract insect. So the petals of such flower which are pollinated by insect, they are very bright in color, red color, bright orange color. Why? To attract the insect towards it. As the insect will be attracted, the chances of pollination will be higher. Then most flower produce nectar. Most of the flower, they produce nectar, that sweet juice they produce. Why? So that insect should come towards them to suck the nectar. Third, most flower are sweet smelling. Example, jasmine. So they have a very sweet fragrance also, again to attract the insect towards them for the process of pollination. And the fourth is pollen grain and stigma of these flower are mostly sticky. Why the pollen grain and both stigma are sticky? So that as the insect coming from the another flower sits on this flower, what happens? Easily they can attach the pollen grain on it, and the process of pollination may start. The third is pollination by water. Water also acts as an agent of pollination. Pollination by water is done in aquatic plants. Aquatic plants means the plants which live inside water, such as Hydrilla and Vallisneria. In Vallisneria, initially the male flower is submerged in water. On maturity, it gets detached and floats on water. So what happens in aquatic plants? If we take example of aquatic plants, that is Vallisneria, over here the male and female plant are distinguished. They are different. One plant will be male flower producing plant, and one will be female flower producing plant. Alright, so the plant which produces male flower, it will be submerged inside the water, and as the flower mature, the male flower, it get detached from the parent body and start floating on the surface of the water. This male flower which is floating on the surface of the water is having pollen grain in it, or pollen grain attached on it. Now it needs a stigma, and stigma is on the female flower. Now where is the female flower? Female flower is on the female plant, another mature plant which is a female plant. Then what will happen? The female flower which has a long stalk also floats on water. Now this female flower will be attached on the female plant. It will not get itself detached from the plant, but it will be attached. And as soon as the male plant will float and come near the female plant, the pollen grain will get transferred from anther to the stigma. The pollination occurs when the male flower moving with the water current come in contact to the female flower and the pollen grains are transferred to the stigma. So in this process the female flower is attached to the plant but the male flower gets detached from the plant. This point is important to remember. Last is pollination by animals. Now which animals like bats, squirrel and birds also acts as agents of pollination. When these animals come in contact with flower, the pollen grain gets stuck on the body part. Same as insect, the animal body also attaches the pollen grain on it. As the animal move from near the flower or the birds they visit the flower, then the pollen grain gets dropped as the animal move to another flower. In such cases, the flowers are brightly colored, large and mostly grow on tall trees. So again the flower will be bright in color. Why they will be bright in color? So that easily the animal get attracted towards them. As you can see in the picture, the bird is coming visiting the flower to suck the nectar. So as the bird will approach the flower, the beak of the bird will have some pollen grain. As this bird will visit another flower, the pollen grain will get transferred from one flower to another. Now here you can see the pictures which were shown on the previous slide. First picture is of pollination by wind. You can easily see the pollen grain in the air. Second picture you can see honey bee having pollen grains, small yellow pollen grains on the body parts. Third picture is of bird. On the beak of bird you can see yellow pollen grain again. Alright, and this you can see how the bee is helping in pollination. Bee is visiting the first flower, sucking the nectar. Then as the bee comes in the air, the bee is having pollen grain on the body, and then the bee visit the second flower and the pollen grain get transferred in this manner. This pollination in water, pollination in Vallisneria, you can see this is a male flower which is detached and female flower which is attached on the plant. This only I was telling you. Then the male flower will float and will approach the female flower, and the pollen grain from male flower will be transferred to the female flower and the pollination will take place inside water. So that's all for today, children. Chapter will be continued. To revise the previous topics, be regular to the lessons and clear your doubts if any. Have a good day.